Hey guys, how's it going? Octopus here. Welcome back to Union Cross. I am finally back from being sick. You guys probably hear the little raspiness a little bit in my throat, but the last couple days, not last couple days, but like 3 days ago, I had no voice at all. Every time I opened my mouth, it was like, I couldn't say anything. My throat felt like it was a little straw. It did not feel like I had an airway at all, but I'm feeling much better now. I blame this on streaming on Twitch right now. If you guys don't know, I stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/SmellyOctopus. If you guys want to come check me out, Opera Omnia, Dark Souls 3 currently. We're probably going to play the new Sekiro. That's where I did my 24-hour Kingdom Hearts stream and any other playthroughs I do. But I streamed on a day that I was actually pretty sick, and I streamed pretty late, and it was on Dark Souls, and I die quite often in Dark Souls, so I was screaming and shit, and then lost my voice because of that. I'm pretty sure the sickness wasn't even that bad. It was because of the stream that made it worse. But I am back, and I want to talk about the update of Big Hero 6 because one of my favorite movies is Big Hero 6. Like, I love Wreck-It Ralph. I love Big Hero 6. Out of the new movies that did come out. So when I saw this, I was like, oh man, Big Hero 6, this is going to be amazing. And then I remembered my jewel count. And I'm like, oh yeah, I pulled for Kyrie. So I got no jewels. I had enough to buy Baymax's avatar board, which I think is actually really good, especially if you guys enjoy Baymax himself. I would hella just drop those jewels right away, don't even think about it. But we're gonna talk about everything in this, starting off with the avatar board. So like I was talking about, the Big Hero 6 avatar boards is Baymax himself for male and female, and what comes in this for 2,500 jewels is, well, honestly, I would just pay for the the avatar itself. But the skills you get out of this is Attack Boost 7 Max Lux Plus Plus. If you guys want to farm a ton of Lux, every single one of your medals should have a Lux Plus Plus skill in there. The higher the Attack Boost Max, the more damage you do, the faster you clear the bosses, and that's better. So if you guys have 5 Max Plus Plus, it's a good time to switch it up to a 7 Max Plus Plus. You also get Attack Boost 9, which is not that great. It's not a max skill. We don't have enough skill perk to make it 100% proc rate, so usually these skills are just for testers and stuff like that. Then you have Defense Boost 5 Max, which for some reason on my main account, I didn't buy any 5 Maxes, and that's probably why I had so many jewels left for all those pulls I did. So I had to buy this avatar board if I want to compete in PvP. So Defense Boost 5 Max is a must in PvP, guys. A must. And you might be saying, oh, Kingdom Hearts 3, Monster Sora, blah, blah. I know. Trust me. Eventually there's going to be more medals like that, or they'll bring it back as a mercy pull. Hopefully, because PvP is a little broken right now. But anyways, regardless, you still need a 5 Max. So you guys should be getting this if you're new to the game, or if you, like me, and totally forgot. Everything else in here is just cherry on top of the cake. Power Gems, Chip Dales, Fantasia, Mickey Bees ×2, not brooms, full bees. And of course we also got Hero over here, but his is there's an 8 Max and a Defense Boost 5 Max. So if you don't care about rating, then this is the better avatar board. But I love me Baymax, so I lost out on Attack Boost 8 Max, but I got myself Baymax costume. But realistically, this is the better board, guys. When you look at it from skill-wise, you get Attack Boost 8 Max, which is one of the highest attack boosts right now. 9 Max is here, or it's going to be here, so keep that in mind. But 8 Max is not going to go away for quite a while. And of course, Defense Boost 5 Max with it, like I was talking about. The only good thing about the Big Hero 6 one, the Baymax one, it has the helmet with skill perk plus 10. And that, I think, is one of the biggest numbers for a helmet. At least I think so. I don't buy every single avatar board, so I might forget. If you guys want to correct me down below, please do so. But skill perk plus 10 on the helmet seems to be the biggest one, because I had a plus 9 and I replaced it, and I now have an extra 1 skill perk. So there's a little bonus there, where the other one is an item drop perk, and that's only good for farming when they actually put eggs and stuff like that in the actual quest, not for raid bosses that you have to kill level 99. I don't think that works for that. So that is the avatar board. Besides the avatar board, we did get ourselves a nice little banner. So there's 2 banners here. There's the regular banner and the full banner. Besides that, there is Union Cross right now if you guys want to snugly. Union Cross, don't forget to do it. I forgot to do last week, so I lost out on a speed booster on both my accounts. This week, I believe, is a power booster, so make sure you guys do that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, on their quests, Union Cross is the one on the bottom in the middle. And as you guys can see, they just updated it. So it's a power booster, like I said, but Baymax Snugly. So hopefully I don't forget this time. But that's also there for the little event for Kingdom Hearts 3 Big Hero 6. Now, we do got 2 banners. The regular banner is the grayed out banner. The VIP banner is the red one. Obviously, you know this because if you try to click on the VIP one without VIP, it asks you for your credit card. So it all depends what you guys get. Personally, I think both banners are totally fine. Yes, the VIP banner looks better, but at least the previous banner has 2 Kingdom Hearts 3 medals as well. You do get VIP coins from both of them. The only kicker here is that you don't get a full Fantasia Mickey B. You get 1 Magic Broom, where VIP gets 1 Fantasia Mickey B, which is a full guild of a medal, which is not really important anymore, so don't be the incentive to make you guys bump up. But the VIP banner does offer 4 Kingdom Hearts 3 medals per pull, guaranteed. They are not guaranteed any of the Baymax, Hero, or Gogo. They're not guaranteed in these banners. You do have a 2x drop rate though, which is kind of cool in VIP. But again, if you can play the game totally free to play. My free to play account proves it. Many other people's free to play accounts proves it. It's just luck and smart planning, a little bit of both, like 50-50 maybe. So these are tier 8 medals. They are not tier 9s. These are the new ones in the banner. But during this banner, you can get the tier 9 medals, the tier 8, the tier 7, so on and so on. Everything you see on these lists over here. So it's a pretty big pool. I think there's 28 now, they said. 28 Kingdom Hearts 3 medals. Yeah, there's a total of 28 Kingdom Hearts 3 medals. So you're pulling 4 out of the 28. And that could be 4 repeats. Like, I don't know, 4 goofies. Because who doesn't need 4 goofies? So what do these medals do? I'm going to go to cookstriker.com because it just, I don't know, I like it a lot better. You don't have to read. You can just see nice little pictures. So it makes it so much easier to understand, especially if you're new to the game. But it still has the description here if you guys want to kind of compare to what you're looking at. A lot of people ask me, how do you know if a medal's overwrite or not overwrite? I'm going to throw a little tip here right now. That arrow means that it's raising the defense up by 10. Where if there is no arrow, that means that it's just applying 10 defense. So that's overwrite. If there's an arrow, it's normal. If there's no arrow, where it says 1 turn, 10 defense, it just means boom, you have 10 defense. No matter if you had negative 15 defense on you, you now have positive 10 defense. So that's the difference there. But it's a lot more organized on here. So Baymax got a multiplier, 30.69 for AoE. It costs 0 SP, so he's pretty much your tank. He's going to raise your attribute and your defense by 10, which is amazing. You can get extra attack on this, and you can also copy this with a copycat medal for perfect defense buffs. This is really good for quests. I think Baymax is going to be your best friend when it comes to tanking. His Supernova, he HP recovery level 3. He restores 15 gauges, cures ailments, and that's about it. Everything else is for PvP, and that's not really important. So, not the strongest AoE medal, but the tankiest, that is for sure. And he doesn't do multiple hits. So he doesn't ignore the enemy's counters or doesn't increase it. He does restore gauges +5 for you and cures ailments, but he's not going to affect that counter too much. And that's really important, where Demix is still kind of one of the best ones because he raises the enemy's counters and doesn't ignore it. Where Baymax here, he's going to at least tick off 1 counter, but that's not too bad. Now we got Hero, who's another tankable medal. The only problem with Hero, again, it's an overwrite ability. So Baymax and him work together really nicely because he can overwrite the +15, and then Baymax will kick in with another +10, making it 20. So you can use 2 of these side by side, and that works out. You're just missing out on the attribute buffs. But Hero does 15 hits. I'm going to tell you why I'm really emphasizing that. For 1 turn, he overwrites 10 defense and overwrites enemies' attribute attack to -2, just like the old Kyrie and Shion EX's plus. His Supernova is +5 more defense, so you're going to get 15 defense off this and also lower another 5 attribute strength, so -7 attribute strength, which is pretty big, guys. I don't think anything else in the game does this unless I just totally forgot, but -2 attribute defense down is huge. It makes a big difference. Adding another PSM strength down to 5 is going to help you tank a lot of quests. So 1, this is amazing. The reason this is really bad is because just his regular attack is 15 hits. So in any case, I would use Baymax with extra attack, and then I wouldn't activate Hero. I would tap with him and activate his Supernova. That is because any quest that's really hard usually has an enemy counter of like +3. So once you go +3, 2, 1, the enemy attacks you, that attack is usually stronger than his regular attacks, and no matter how big your defense or the enemy's attack, it's going to kill you. Unless it is enough with that -5 PSM strength down, then the 15 hits won't be too much of a trouble, but it is 15 hits. So keep that in mind when you think of blue counters and enemies' blue counters. That's a biggie right there. Besides that, though, he's pretty good for an AoE tankable medal. AoE 34.88. The higher the HP, everything you're pretty tanking, you're probably going to restore HP, so it doesn't really matter. So, solid medal. I think the combination of these two together will definitely tank a lot of quests for you. Just keep heroes 15 hits in mind when you're doing certain quests. His supernova is going to be more important than his actual attack itself, especially if you have Baymax already, because you'll at least get that -5 in there, which is really good. So the last one is Gogo, and Gogo brings back an old mechanic that used to be on a couple of medals like Zigbar, I believe Shion. There might have been a Riku medal that was like a tier 2 or 3. I remember back then that you lose defense in exchange for more attack. And in this day and age, if you guys are thinking about PvP, doesn't matter. Enemy's going to lower your attack. They have overwrite, they have extra attack. It's going to happen. That 3 defense means nothing. The only problem is that if you carry on to the next turn and you have -15 defense on already, I don't think you get the damage boost in PvP. So she's going to be on your first turn before the enemy debuffs you. So unless you get rid of that -15 on you already, this is not going to really help you out too much. She's going to have a lower multiplier. But for single target 41 to 48, it is a really good attacking medal. These are supernova pluses. If you can get good traits on it, it's going to do tons of damage. So it's definitely not a sleeper. It's got 15 strength, 5 upright attack up. You got -10 defense down on the enemy and 15, and the supernova applies another 1 turn PSM strength by 5, triggers before slot 3. So PSM strength plus 5. So she's going to boost herself, which is really cool. So Gogo, definitely a good attacking medal. The defense, don't be scared by that. Besides that, she doesn't ignore enemies' counters, doesn't raise enemies' counters, so that kind of hurts. 6 hits, just keep that in mind. It's not too high. It's pretty good. It's manageable, especially if you have a couple of medals that raise more than 1 counter on the enemy. But I usually like medals that have either a very, very high multiplier or they ignore the enemy's counters. So this kind of hurts me, the multi-hit ones, because when they want to make the content difficult, they really put low blue counters or low turn rates. So keep that in mind. It's not too much to say, hey, go ahead and skip this, but nothing here really changes the game too much. Again, I think the best things here, besides Gogo having a good attack on it, raising your defense up. It's really good on these medals. Really, really good. And the Demics I was talking about over here, this is the one I was talking about. So organization member that came out before. For 5 turns, it does all these buffs and debuffs. So if you have extra attack or you copy it, you pretty much have maxed out defense and attribute defense, and lowering the enemy's attack down to 8, 12, perfect. So multi-turn tanking really works on Demics, and the reason he's better is counters plus 0. He does not affect enemies' counters, and that's huge when it comes to tanking the harder content. So that's why I say that, yeah, hero looks really good in what he does. It's just those 15 hits kind of scare me. But the overall, in the end, is this banner worth it? Personally, it's you can tank a lot of content. Monthly gem quests, you want to have tanky medals. There's certain quests like the tickets right now. You can use Baymax and Hero to tank the ticket quest, so you can get those daily free pulls, 3 pulls a day for another 7 days. So yeah, they really work out well. It's just that you got to realize how many things you can tank in this game and how many things you can't. So are you working on your attack or are you working on your defense? What do you need more? I would say for a newer player that has tons of jewels in the story quest, hard mode quest, I would try to pull a couple times from here. Not every 4 medals are guaranteed to be a 7-star, so it's not going to help you ridiculously on your sub slots, but you are still going to get a chance at some really good medals. So it is a good banner. Even without the VIP, it's still 2 medals per pull, which is cool, but it's one of those things where you got to ask yourself, do I need more attack in my game? Do I need more defense? I would say everyone should have tanking medals as backup, but you should always really focus on your main medals. So if you do pull and you pull Baymax and Hero, then you're set. You don't have to pull again. If you're chasing for them, don't chase too much. Anniversary is just around the corner. This banner is skippable, but there's going to be moments where you might need to tank something. It all depends how old your account is, what you already have, and what you don't have. Just keep in mind, everybody's different. Me personally, I would love to have these medals, but I am broke and I'm not putting money into the game. I've been free to play. I put VIP once in a while on my main account, maybe once every 1 or 2 months if something special comes out, but that's about it. So it all depends what you guys have, what resources, but I would really be saving up for anniversary. I'm on the low side here. This is my free-to-play account, and I kind of want to buy the avatar board but I'm down to 2,600. If I buy that, I'm stewing from here till anniversary, which is not enough time to save up a lot of jewels. Anniversary will give us free jewels. Crossing my fingers. But not enough to do a mercy pull. At least I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know what they have planned, but we'll see. Either way, guys, this is a new medal. The VIP banner looks nice. The non-VIP banner looks nice. The medals look okay, but nothing too game-changing. It's more of, hey, did you miss these before? Do you not have the strength? Do you not have the tankable? Well, here's your opportunity. It's more of like a newcomer's deal or people who miss out on tanking medals. Besides that, it is up to you guys in the end. Let me know what you're going to do, which one you're going to buy. I will be streaming tonight and the rest of the nights on Twitch. Again, if you guys are not following me on Twitch, I know a lot of people that I used to stream on YouTube. I haven't seen you guys for a while. So if you don't know where I am on twitch.tv/SmellyOctopus. I'll leave a link down below. I would love to see you guys. But that is pretty much everything for today. Hopefully I'm back on track on videos again and not losing my voice. We'll see how that turns out though. But thank you guys so much for watching. Keep on smiling and I'll see you in the next one.